Resolution 2024-0602, introduced by Charlie Thacker.
Someone get the mic better. You can't hear it. You can't hear it. Can you get the mic?
Road name change as follows. Present road name, Woodham Road. New name request, Nolan Drive. Where the road bid met, April 18, 2024. Road recommend the name change to the full commission. Business or tax. Recommendation of road name Woodham Road, be changed to Nolan Drive. 110 from Old Highway 11 to the County Line Road, Ford Road. That's what $60. It's on this night. Highway Department will instruct that the road sign, new name, and a copy of this resolution will be forwarded to the D91 office. In order to notify all emergency service agents and
All right, we got a motion on the floor from Commissioner Thacker, second Commissioner Aldis. Any further discussion or question? All right, hearing none, let's go ahead and vote.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, sir.
would you please explain to these people that these mics are not projection?
They are on the PA system. It's just with all the noise in here, and we have the noise because we're trying to efficiently replace the air conditioner in this room.
I understand.
So, yeah, it's
they
just
think,
a noise
we
thing.
can turn these things up.
I mean, if you get right down on it, you can hear me, right?
Who would have thought?
Yes.
All right, let's call the order here. All right, that motion carries. Resolution 2024-0603, Commissioner Rhodes.
The Honorable Martin DeWitt, Chairman and members of the Hawkins County Board of Commissioners, regular session made this 24th day of June 2024. Approval of lease of land for location of Hawkins County Solid Waste Department's Convenience Center on Highway 113 in Rogersville. Whereas the previous owner of the land on which the Highway 113 Convenience Center is located sold the property to McKinley Clark prior to the end of Hawkins County's lease term of the property, which will end on July 9, 2024. And whereas McKinley Clark, the new owner, has agreed to a one-year lease of the property beginning July 9, 2024 and ending June 20, 2025 for payment of $3,600, a copy of which is attached to this resolution. And whereas Hawkins County has a need for the land used for the convenience center, and whereas the Hawkins County attorney has reviewed and approved the wording of the new lease, now therefore be it resolved that Hawkins County Mayor Mark DeWitt be authorized to sign the above-mentioned lease agreement, a copy of which is attached to this resolution for the land being used by the Hawkins County Solid Waste Department. Mr. Chairman, I so move.
All right, we've got a motion on the floor from Commissioner Rhodes. I can't see who seconded it.
Commissioner Palmer.
Commissioner Palmer, second. Any questions or discussion? Okay, seeing none, let's go ahead and vote.
Yes, 1 no.
All right, that resolution passes. 2024-0604. It is introduced by Commissioner Rhodes.
Let's see if I can get to it on this one.
Mr. Chairman, I can't seem to find it. Is it okay if Commissioner Barker reads that one?
Absolutely. It's okay with her.
To the Honorable Mark DeWitt, Chairman, members of the Hawkins County Board of Commission, in regular session at this 24th day of June 2024. Resolution in reference purchase of real estate along Highway 66 for the purpose of relocating the Highway 113 Convenience Center. Whereas the location of the current Hawkins County Solid Waste Convenience Center on Highway 113 has come under new ownership, and our lease cost has gone from $1,500 a year to $3,600 a year. Whereas the current location of the convenience center on Highway 113 is the most utilized location in the county, creating a safety issue for the line of cars trying to get into the center and back up onto the highway, often having to close early on Saturday because it is at capacity and there is no room to add an additional compactor. Whereas we have located real estate along Highway 66, just west of Highway 66, adjacent to the East Tennessee Iron and Metal Building at the railroad track, comprising 4.34 acres currently owned by Keith and Anna Youngs. And whereas the Youngs have determined a sale price of $100,000 for the property, and whereas sufficient funds are available in the solid waste fund, which cannot be used for general fund purposes to cover the purchase price of land. Whereas the Budget Committee during its meeting on May 20, 2024, voted to approve the purchase upon the passage by the entire commission to purchase the property for a new convenience center location. Minutes of the meeting are attached to the resolution now. Therefore, be it resolved that the Hawkins County Commission meeting in regular session on Monday, June 24, 2024, hereby authorize the purchase and directs the Hawkins County Mayor to execute all necessary documents pursuant thereto. Mr. Chairman, I so move.
There's another part to that,
Oh, I'm sorry.
Commissioner Barker.
Therefore, be it further resolved that approval be given for the following budget amendment to the solid waste fund 116, increase expenditure for the land $100,000, decrease fund balance 116,3900, $100,000. Mr. Chairman, I so move.
All right, we've got a motion from Commissioner Rhodes, second by Commissioner Palmer. Commissioner Clontz, you have a question?
Speaking to my fellow commissioners, I'm going to reluctantly vote for this, but we don't know, have any idea what it's cost to develop this property. Is it going to be $200,000, $400,000, or $500,000? I know we need a spot to move this from 113, but I would like to know what it's going to cost us to get it ready and operating.
Is that all?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Commissioner Palmer.
Commissioner Klons, I'd like to, I understand your concern that this is coming out of the solid waste fund, which is a very healthy fund balance, that we cap out at a certain amount and roll the rest of the money into capital project. So this location, this is the busiest location of our convenience centers in the county. This area where it's currently sitting at, not only did the price increase, but it is at the intersection of two different roads. You don't know where someone's coming, merging off onto Old Highway 113 or staying on New Highway 113. Many a times, I pass that area with a car sitting in the middle of the road at Old Highway 113. Now, the situation with this is sitting on a half acre. We have an opportunity to move this land, this convenience center, to a Super 2 lane, a state road with no merging roads onto or off of this at this location. It is situated between the road and the railroad track. The community, the housing around it is separated by a horse pasture, and it's already making a business that creates a lot of noise. And it's in a better location. It's 4 acres. We have the potential to develop it further, expand it for the services of the 7th district and for the rest of the county. If we don't use the land, we can sell some of the land and recoup some of the money. So this location, I'm not sure if you've been out that way or not, but the part where we are potentially putting the new convenience center is a gentle rolling area. It's not going to be, we're not tearing down a mountain to level it up.
Yes, sir, I'm aware of all of that. That's the reason I'm going to vote for it.
Okay.
But I would like to know, do we plan on a tax increase to develop it?
This does not have anything to do with the tax increase. The money will be coming out of the solid waste fund. And there's a potential grant.
What's going on now?
Money is fungible.
What? Stand up and, who said it? Stand up, please.
Hey, you're spending money. Money is fungible.
Mr. Parker, what district do you live in?
6.
Okay, this is for the citizens in my district.
Well, I'm still paying for
Okay,
it.
I understand that, but it's coming out of a fund that's not causing you a tax
I don't
increase.
care where the tax is.
Thank you, Mr. Parker.
What
Mr.
fund is
Bond,
not,
so,
what
this
fund am I
money,
not funded? Where does that fund come from?
it's coming out of the solid waste fund. The money is put into that, and then whatever
Where
left.
does it come from that goes into this
Taxes,
fund?
Mr. Parker.
Okay, well, I'm paying the fucking taxes.
Well, I'm sorry you feel that way, but it costs money to run this county, and it costs money to operate a convenience.
Okay, but you're talking about spending money and it's coming from taxes.
Thank you, Mr.
You can't
Parker.
say it's not, you're not paying for it. That's ridiculous.
Okay, let's get back to order, please.
From 1/2 acre to 4.5 acres.
Why do you need
Nobody's
4
getting-
acres?
Let's get back to order, please.
Mr. Pond, to finish my statement before we interrupt you, there is a potential grant out there on the state website for convenience center. We could possibly apply for a grant that could reimburse this. So, we have to move locations. This convenience center site we've quickly outgrown.
Thank you, Mr. Palmer.
Thank you.
Okay, Commissioner Gillum.
We hashed out a lot of that in committee, Commissioner Pons. And if I recall correctly, Director Lilly said they'll be doing most of that moving. They have some dirt work to do. We're talking minimal dirt work, and then his employees should be able to handle the rest. So don't think it's a significant cost to develop it. And then the other thing I'll say is, if we continue to lease this site, unless we did away with convenience centers, we'll have to have a site for it for ever. So if we could buy a piece of property, that will save money over the long term. So in my opinion, as Vice Chair of the Solid Waste Committee, I think this is the best decision we can make, in my opinion.
Commissioner Trent.
How many acres are the other convenience centers?
Half an acre.
Have?
On the 113, it's half an acre, I believe.
Half
This
an
is why
acre.
we're $60 million today.
Okay, so the 113 is half an acre. Why did we not try to negotiate for 2 acres for $50,000?
There's not 2 acres there.
There's not 2 acres there?
No.
Well, but there's 4. Please do.
I'm sorry, I may have misunderstood the question. Why did we negotiate for 2 acres at our current site?
No, sir, at the new site.
Okay. Because 2 acres, the 2 parcels combined saved us money. I mean, yeah, it cost us more to buy the whole thing. But if you wanted to do 2 acres, he wanted $60,000. So it was the opinion of the Solid Waste Committee, go ahead and get the whole thing to be able to expand in the future if we need to.
You want to buy any up in Stanley Valley? I got some.
That's not where we need a convenience center. We got one. Anybody else? Commissioner Palmer, you're back on the board. Okay.
Yes, sir. I was wondering, when you do purchase this land, are you bringing the equipment from the previous site over, or we buy new equipment? And also, number 2, Rock Hill's pretty small too. So maybe you can put, I don't know which one to do. If you're going to end up changing Rock Hill in the future, you might as well look into that also. But I was just wondering, are you buying new equipment?
We're going to use the current equipment and add a compactor because that's the busiest site in the county, and it's creating a traffic jam out onto 113, and it's a very dangerous position, and there's not room there to put a third compactor.
Understood. And you tell people we're spending $100,000 on land, or we'll spend $250,000 on land and equipment. So why don't we just do it all at one time?
I didn't understand $250,000 on what?
Well, if you're buying the land at $100,000, the new equipment you want to put in there means we're actually spending more than $100,000, maybe $200,000, $250,000. Why don't we do it all at one time so they know what they're paying for instead of piecemeal at a time?
We're under a time constraint on this one.
Not,
on
we
the-
got plenty.
on the current location, we're under a time restraint. But you know, we have tried to get estimates, etc. We want to go ahead and get the land and get it started. The current situation is not good. Let's put it that way. Okay, Mr. Brett.
Yeah, I just feel that $23,000 plus an acre is too much. That's all I got.
Anybody else, real quick?
So when you're moving, how much does the garbage truck cost?
Mr. Chairman, I call for question.
Well, I have a question.
Okay, questions have been called. Actually, he was on the floor before that, so go ahead and finish quickly.
How much does the garbage truck cost, and how many other people can put to work instead of just buying a trash compactor?
We don't use garbage trucks.
Well, then we should have some people who want more jobs.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else? Let's go ahead and vote.
Yes, 4 no.
All right, resolution passes.
Whoa, yeah, well, that bad.
All right, resolution, order, please. Conduct yourselves properly, please. 2024-06-06.
Properly.
Enter.
Stop spending freaking money.
Properly is not shouting out from the audience, Mr. Parker.
Well, they just wanted you to hear me, huh?
Mark, let's just say, Pat, what's the state regulation for interrupting meetings? And the sheriff and those people. Listen. We have been patient with you guys, and we try to answer every question. We have to conduct a meeting, and there are a lot of people in this community, in this room, who have been very professional and polite with us, just like we've tried to be with you all. We have business we have to conduct. The outbursts and the comments and the continued interruption keep delaying our meeting. I'm sorry that it had to be told like that, but somebody's going to have to say it. We have Mr. Chisholm here with the United Citizens of Hawkins County. He has always been polite and respectful to us. He has informed us that everybody that he talked to, he continues to ask for politeness and respectfulness. We appreciate that. And those of you who continue to interrupt us, you know, I don't even know what else to say to you about it. But we are trying to conduct a meeting, and you keep interrupting us.
Okay.